If you're a small YouTuber with less than 1,000 subscribers and you want to grow your channel, you need to avoid these 10 mistakes. I'm telling you this because I made 90% of them and wasn't growing until I realized what I was doing wrong. And with that said, let's begin. Avoid thinking that gear will make you a better content creator. It won't. What matters more is your knowledge and experience. Think about it like this. If you give someone who's not an artist a professional paintbrush and paint, they're not going to know what to do with it. On the other hand, if you give a professional artist a No. 2 pencil or a Crayola paint set that you got at Dollar Tree, they're going to still be able to create a beautiful masterpiece because they have the knowledge to do so. Gear is not going to improve your storytelling, your editing, your ability to engage and keep your audience watching. Those are the things that you need to focus on. The gear doesn't matter. I'm not saying gear never matters, because it does to an extent. Sure, it helps with video quality itself, but it's not going to be the reason that people continue to watch your video. If someone wants to learn how to make lasagna and they go on YouTube to learn how to do it, they're not going to care if your video is super sharp. They're just going to care that you give them a good recipe, because that's why they're there. Most people that go on YouTube are not going to care about the bokeh in the background of your videos. They're there to be entertained, to be educated, to be inspired, to laugh, whatever the case. Avoid consuming more than creating. And I know it's easy to use the excuse, oh, I'm just looking for inspiration for my new video. That's fine to an extent. But if you consume too much, you leave less room and energy for the actual content creation part of it. You can't learn if you're not doing anything. Avoid not engaging with your audience. When people take the time to write comments on your videos, they really mean that. Obviously, ignore the bad ones, but the good ones, which is most of the time, hopefully. People are writing those things to you because they want to engage with you. They want to start a conversation. And I'm not saying that you have to have a long paragraph of a response to every single person that comments, because sometimes it can be a lot. But show that you care, show that you actually appreciate your audience. You appreciate that they're watching your video and taking the time to respond to it, because I know that you put a lot of work into your videos and they know that too. Even if you have low numbers, it still feels good to see just one more view, one more subscriber, one more comment. So show your appreciation for the people who are giving that good feeling to you. Avoid not being consistent. I feel like I don't have to say too much about this one. Most people already know, but if you're not consistent, you're not improving. And your audience isn't going to care too much either, because they're going to think, oh, well, you're not very consistent. You don't make videos very often, so I'm not going to go out of my way to look to see if you actually made a new video. So make sure you're consistent so that your audience continues to feed into your channel. Avoid sub for sub. I know in theory, at first glance, it seems like a good idea so you can increase your subscriber count, but it's not a good idea because it's going to confuse the YouTube algorithm. That sounded weird. For example, if you make videos about Legos and someone asks you for a sub for sub and they only watch videos about filmmaking, then you're not going to get any audience retention. You're not going to get any attraction towards your channel at all. So you're really hurting yourself in the long run. Also, you want to be authentic with the people who actually subscribe to your channel. You want to feed your community with videos that they actually want to watch. If your audience is mixed of a bunch of different people who are interested in different things, you're not going to be able to cater to all of them, and then they're not going to be very happy. Your numbers aren't going to look very happy, and then ultimately you're probably not going to be very happy because you're not going to see the results that you wanted. Avoid not investing in your education. I know earlier I said don't consume more than you create. And yes, that's true, but at the same time, you do need to make sure to educate yourself on the videos that you're making. YouTube is a game. In order to play the game and win it or succeed, you need to learn how to do that. There are different books about it. You can go on different YouTube channels that can teach you how to improve your thumbnails, your titles, your description, your SEO, all of those things. Learn how to do that and you're gonna get better at making videos and getting it out there and having people come in and actually wanna watch your videos and stay there. Avoid ignoring your video quality. Gear is not your best friend. However, there are things that you need to learn to improve the quality of your videos. For example, lighting. People will say that lighting and audio are the most important things for having a good video. And I do agree. You can get simple audio like I have right here, and it's gonna sound fine. You could also use a window, which is what I'm using right now, to light my videos, and I think it looks fine. You don't have to invest a lot of money or time researching how to have a really nice looking video, but just learn the basics so that people want to stay once they actually click on your video. Avoid not using your YouTube analytics as a guide. Listen, it's there for you. It's there to help you improve. Look at your retention, see where people are falling off. If you notice that within the first 10 seconds, people just don't care and they leave, there's something there. It means that you need to improve your hooks. There's something wrong in the beginning of the videos. That will let you know, okay, now I know that I need to get better. I need to figure out different ways that I can improve the hooks of my videos because people don't want to watch further than 10 seconds for some reason. So look through those 10 seconds of your video, figure out what could I have done better? And then in your next video, do that and then see your analytics again to see if you actually made a difference. See if people go to 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And as you learn, that number is gonna change. You're gonna see that things have gotten better. So use your analytics because it's there to help you. I know it can be a little bit scary sometimes and overwhelming. Don't obsess over it because that can be very easy to do. Just use it as a helpful tool because that's what it's there for. Avoid promoting your video to people who don't care. And I don't mean that they don't care about you at all, but the thing is, your family and friends, they don't watch your videos. And if you ask them to, sure, maybe they will, but they, one, probably won't be interested, or two, it's gonna confuse the algorithm. And like I said before, you wanna make sure that the people who are watching your videos are actually your target audience. So if your family and friends are more interested in watching cooking videos or about the Kardashians, they're not gonna wanna watch your Lego videos. Okay, so don't confuse the algorithm because that's gonna hurt your channel. So remember, make sure that the only people who are watching your videos are your target audience. And I know there's only so much you can do with that, but just do your best. No offense to your family members or your friends, but they're there in your life for a different reason than your YouTube channel. Avoid giving up too soon. Like I said before, YouTube is a game. It can be very difficult, lonely, frustrating, but it can also be very exciting and fun. No matter where you are or how you feel with it, it's gonna change. If you're super happy about it, sometimes you're gonna be sad or just feel doubtful and not know what you're doing, but don't give up. Even if you feel like your numbers aren't going anywhere or people just aren't watching or no one really cares about your videos, keep learning, applying that knowledge and creating. Just keep doing it. And most importantly, make sure that you're actually enjoying the process. Because sure, numbers are great. They feel really good when you get a lot of them, but that doesn't really matter if you're not actually enjoying what you're doing. I really hope you got some value from this video. I hope you don't make any of these mistakes. If you do, that's okay. Just make sure you learn from them. And with that said, I will see you in the next one.